Hello everybody, this is Leslie, and I was trying to go live, but needless to say it wasn't going to work because my phone, I can't put long ways, and it kept saying that it was locked, so I have to see if I'm going to be able to use my phone. If not, if I want to go live, I may have to use my Canon SLR. But what I'm doing is I am going to be paper dyeing with Kool-Aid. So April was sweet enough to actually come on to my live feed. So I showed her pink lemonade and strawberry, and we both decided we would go with the darker color. So I have, of course, my stove over there. I have the paper, I have some water, I have the trays. Ooh, this is not easy to do. Woohoo! Okay. And so I'm going to dye in here, and then I'm going to place the paper and stuff on here, and then I'm actually going to put some papers in the actual stove. So I'm going to go over on the other side so you can see me. And basically it says, I can't wait to go to the eye doctor. I can't see. Empty contents into large plastic or glass pitcher. Add 1 cup, well, I'm not adding sugar, 1 cup, I'm not adding sugar, to 2 quarts of water. So I have 2 cups of water here. So we're going to test it out. I'm not going to use, I don't think, this whole thing, but we're going to see what the color turns out to be. So, let me get my trusty wooden spoon. Okay. So, I bought these for 29 cents. They had them in my Stop and Shop. Actually, I don't know, we'll see. There's really not a lot in there, so really, I did put the whole container, or the whole package in there. Ooh, it's got a funky smell. Alright. I'm going to add the water. And I did put warm water in here. We're going to stop there. I'm going to mix this around a little bit. Now this is one of my old tins that I think belonged either to my grandmother or my mother. Ooh, that's pretty dark. Alright, I think I'm going to add more water. Ooh, it actually stained my finger. Now I know why I had seen a couple of people say to wear gloves. I can now see why, because it will stain your fingers. Let's see what that looks like. That's still pretty. Alright. We're going to go with that, but I'm going to show you my finger. As you can see, I have a pink finger. Okay? I don't know if I have gloves. Let's see. Do I have gloves? So I am going to put on rubber gloves before we attempt this. If they will fit my fat fingers, because holy moly, are these small. Ooh. I bet you these are all different sizes. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you went and checked out my first video. I feel like a doctor. Okay. All right, I'm going to move back over here. And we will put this in here. Now I'm going to start off with The index cards, we'll see how those come out. Ooh, that might come out quite nice. Now all I'm doing is just stick it in the water. And now on the side of me, if you can kind of tell, I have like one of those cake or cookie racks. And basically I have that because I have a silicone mat underneath which has a texture on it. So I'm going to actually put some of the paper, like this thin paper, onto there to see if it'll actually pick up, let's see, the texture and the design that's actually on it. But I think what I'm going to do, and these are actually pretty dark. Holy moly. All right, I'm going to take these out. So on the edges, it looks like it might be a little, oh no, not really. I thought maybe it might be a little bit darker. I didn't have a lot of success when I was doing the coffee dyeing process, but I was trying to do Amanda's. Only because I don't think I had my coffee dark enough and I didn't keep it in long enough either. Now let me do 2 more. Because right now I'm just testing the waters here. I should say the Kool-Aid waters. But so far using, what did I use? I don't want liters. I used about a cup of water, like warm to hot water, in one package. And so far this has given me a really halfway decent color. All right, that's all I could fit on there for right now. All right, so I am going to move this over here and this over here, and now I'm just going to stick those on top. Who cares? All right, so now this is the one that has, the blue one is the one that has the pattern on it. So I'm going to pull out some of these papers. These I bought at the Dollar Tree. These are very, very thin papers. So it is not going to take much at all for it to soak up that color. So I'm going to stick that on there. And I'd like to say thank you again to April for coming on to my impromptu, quick live feed. I truly appreciate it. When I was outside with the dogs, I sat there thinking, I'm like, I really need to start doing some of the paper for the signatures that I'm going to make. So I said, maybe what I'll do is I'll try Kool-Aid dyeing tonight, because it was such a beautiful day here in Connecticut since we had that bad storm last night. And I like to try and take my older dog out because he doesn't get out that much and he has a hard time walking and stuff like that. So if I can give him some time out, I try to. All right, so I am actually going to put this in the oven. I actually have the oven set at 275. I think you could, if I remember right, I think I put it at 300, but for right now, I'm gonna stick this in here. You don't have to keep it in there long, so. And let's see. Oh, you know what? Guess what happened? I just realized it. The index cards stuck to the bottom of the stupid thing. I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. I probably could do it that way, but I don't want the paper to hit the... I don't want to have a fire. So just bear with me. We're going to let these dry for a minute. And then what we'll do is we will put these in as well. Now the other thing too that I did with well, that's Benjamin. With the coffee dyeing paper, I had the long sheets. So basically all I did was put it from here. I put paper towels on it, and then I had put it in the oven. I'm trying not to do the paper towels because it takes too much of the color off. So that's why I'm doing it and trying it this way. So what I will do is I will cut here, and then I will input you seeing some of the paper as it starts to come out of the oven and it starts to dry. But I will show you all the different types of paper that I try. Okay, so like I said, I'll bring you back, but I'm going to stop it now. Hello again. All right, I just took that paper out and I put the index cards in the oven. I did turn the oven up to 300, but it took like no time at all for this to dry. It did pick up a little bit. I don't know if you're going to really be able to see the texture, but look at that color. So this is the strawberry, and it's nice and crinkly. So I took out, I'm going to show you now what I have here. This is tracing paper. So this is the Canson tracing paper I picked up at Michael's. So we're going to see how this one does. Because needless to say, tracing paper is very thin. Let some of this drip. And we're going to transfer this over here. Okay. And then I have, we'll do one sheet of that for now. This one is the tablet paper. This is just the art paper that I bought from the Dollar Tree. And check out your papers at the Dollar Tree, because I'll tell you, they had a lot of different types of paper. And now that you're going to start to see the fall, going back to school stuff, you're going to start to see a lot more, ooh, you know what? Let's do the splatter. I'm going to have pink all over my floors. I guess I'm going to be washing my floors tonight. But on this one piece of paper, I think I might just do this. I might just do splatter. Okay. Let me move that out of the way. I know you can't see. Hold on. Let me move this out of the way. I'm just putting my hands in the water and splattering it around. See how this comes out. This actually might turn out pretty cool. I never even thought about using Kool-Aid. I saw, needless to say, like I said, I've been watching a lot of videos, and I saw somebody mention Kool-Aid, and I was like, oh my gosh, I never would have thought of Kool-Aid. Okay. So I am going to take these out. These should be nice and dry. And I apologize, you're probably going to hear Benjamin bark a lot. Perfect. These are done. Okay. And these, I will show you again. They have some cool markings to them. Because I had them on the cookie sheet so you could see the lines. And now I'm going to put in the tracing paper. So I am going to carefully onto here. Get my oven mitt. Oops. That should take like no time at all. And then I am going to lift this one out of the water. That one's nice and pink. We're going to transfer this over here. Okay. The reason why I'm using a black towel, so I don't see the color. And I see I had a little bit drip over here, so I'm going to take this paper and actually pat it down. Waste not, want not. Oh, perfect. So I don't know if you can see you see the mottled color on there on both sides? So I am going to leave that like that, and then we're going to put that in next, because I'm curious to see what that looks like before I even attempt to do this. Because if I like this, I may do a couple more of these. Let's see, what haven't I showed you? I haven't showed you these. This was the writing tablet. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this over there. That'll absorb some of that water. Yes, I'm picking up more of the spots. And I think I'm going to do the same thing to this one. We're going to do the flick. What did they say in Harry Potter? Flick and swish. It's been a long time since I've actually watched one of those movies. Alright, so I did the same thing with this one. I'm going to lay this on top of the other one. That'll pick up some color from there. Then I have the ruled paper. So we're going to dip that one. Alright, and that should be done. And it looks like it definitely is done. Okay. Crinkly. Awesome. I like crinkly paper. Look at the color. Isn't that pretty? I have horrible lighting down here, guys. I'm sorry. But I like the tracing paper. Okay. So next I am going to move this over. That wasn't a good idea, Leslie. Especially with rubber gloves on. Oh, let's see. Let's try this one. See, hopefully you could see this. It picked up some of the color from the paper. So we're going to put it in like this and see what we get. This one didn't pull up a lot. This one I'll push down below. And this one I'm going to turn, because now we have some of the lines on there. I'm going to turn it so the lines go a different direction. I'm going to pull this one out. Let it drip a minute. Now my suggestion is, if you have white floors, I actually have tile floor. I have like a gray and white tile floor. I know this will come up, so I'm not too worried. But if you have like a really fancy white porcelain floor or something like that, I would really be careful. I would put newspaper down just so that you don't get the staining on the floor. And I keep trying to wipe up as I go along. And I don't see any on the floor yet. I think we're good. Okay, let's check this. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. That's almost done. So I still have to start pulling out. What do I have to do? I started to look at some of my stickers, and I found 8x8 papers that I had scrapbooked. It's got to be 10 years ago, which was my last trip to Disney, and I had made them because I had brought with me an autograph book, which is something I've never done when I've gone to Disney. But I did bring an autograph book, and I did get some signatures. For the life of me, I don't remember what I did with the autograph book. It's probably somewhere in my office. I just don't remember where. But let's see. I was going to take the pages out and then like add them onto the page, the pretty page that I had made, so that I had their signature on their own special page. So somehow, some way, I'm going to incorporate those pages, not into this book, but I'm probably going to make some kind of 8x8 journal, just so that I can incorporate those pages. And I'll take you along with me. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm going to do, but you know, that's the fun in crafting. We just go along and see what we can come up with. All right, paper's got to be done. Like I said, it does not take long, especially the thinner the paper. Ooh, and I like this. All right, check this out. And anytime you put something in the oven, isn't that awesome? You're gonna get the crinkle. That's pretty cool. All right, so next, put my glove back on. Put this back on. Move this over. We are going to take, if I can, this one. We're going to lay this way. And I'm pushing it down because I want to see if I can get more of that pattern that's on here. And I'm going to take the little one and fit that on here. So we're going to put those two in. See how these two come out? Okay. I think we're going to do more of the tracing paper. I'll pull those out. And now don't forget too, if the paper's too big for whatever you're looking to do, don't forget you can always cut it. It doesn't make a difference. This one's kind of hard because it actually kind of rolls once it gets wet. There we go. There we go. All right, pick this up. And it smells so good. It smells just like strawberry. Oh, strawberry Kool-Aid. I remember that as a kid. Oops. There we go. Okay, what else? I think we will do, I think we're going to do a little bit more splatter. I have a couple of pages over here. Pull them apart. All right. gonna soak those up. Have no idea why he barks. Okay, I'm gonna go with that one. We got another one. Benjamin. Looks like liver spots, except it's not brown, it's red. Okay, I think that's all we're gonna do on those two. And now if it puddles and you put it on in the tray and you put it in there and whatever, as I was saying, if you have it where it's puddled, you're going to get a deeper, darker color. Let's try and see how we're doing. I think we are done. Oop, oop. Okay. So this, we got a nice dark pink color. And this, we have a nice muddled spotted color. It's dry. So we are going to put, I'm just going to move this way, if I can. Lift this up. Place this down. Put this in the oven. So you see what I'm doing basically is I'm just putting, now if you have your sprays too, you can certainly add sprays to it now while you were dyeing your paper. You can certainly do that as well. And then stick it in the oven. I'm just sticking with the Kool-Aid for right now. I'm not going to be putting all of these in my traveler journal. There's probably going to maybe be two, maybe to a thing, so to a signature. But I will use these in other journals. So, and I wanted to show you the Kool-Aid process. I showed it on the live feed, but I'll show you guys now the other colors that I bought. This was the other one. It was pink lemonade, but I think it would have been a little bit too pink, too light. And then I have cherry. And these I bought in my Stop and Shop for only 29 cents. Grape, green apple, and orange. These I'll definitely be using for Halloween. Probably the purple, the green, and the orange, and possibly the red when I start to work on some fall stuff. But for right now, those are the colors that I had purchased. So eventually I'll probably start working on more of those. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to end this video here. I think I've shown you enough. I don't want to bore you to death. So I'm going to continue doing the couple of papers that I had cut out. And I guess I will see you on my next video, which hopefully should be part 2, where we start designing the outside part of the journal that I just finished making. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing with it, so it may take me a couple of days. I may actually do it in another day. I don't know. So I will end this here. And again, I thank you all for coming in and watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, everybody.